के तो वीर मनप्रीत सिंह और मैनू इतने आंदे 15 साल हो गए कैंप अटेंड करने में। सो मैं इतने मैनू सीख यूथ ऑस्ट्रेलिया जी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मैनू एज ए फैसिलिटेटर इतने कैंप फैसिलिटेट करने वास्ते बुलाते और सिर्फ मैं ही नहीं मेरे नाल और भी ग्लोबली जिन्हें वर्ल्ड रिनाउंड फैसिलिटेटर्स ने भाई साहब भाई सुखदेव सिंह जी फ्रॉम मलेशिया इस टाइम साढ़े नाल भाई हरप्रीत सिंह जी फ्रॉम पर्थ और भाई अपिंदर सिंह जी सिंगापुर जो सिख मिशनरी के अंदर है वो भी साढ़े नाल ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं। और जिमें तुम पीछे देख रहे हो इतने बच्चों का रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटीज़ चल रही हैं और सिर्फ असी इतने और इस साल की जी थीम रखी हुई है वो है हलीमी राज। जिमें गुरबाणी के अंदर जो यदा हलीमी राज का कॉन्सैप्ट है जो कि फुल ऑफ पीस कंपैशन और जो इक्वालिटी ਨੂੰ रिप्रजेंट करता है। सो इस कैंप की थीम रखी हुई है। सो इस करके असी भी इंजॉय कर रहे हैं और सिर्फ असी शेयर ही नहीं कर रहे असी नाल एक दूसरे सुन के जो कि गुरु नानक देव महाराज ने जो सानू टर्म दिता है सिख सीकर लर्नर असी नाल सिख भी रहे। सो थैंक यू सो मच जी और होपफुली नैक्सट ईयर भी जनवरी के अंदर हमेशा पिछले 24 सालों तो कैंप हो रहे हैं और जनवरी के अंदर ही होंगे ने 4-5 दिनों के। सो प्लीज़ थोनू भी विनती है कि नैक्सट टाइम जब भी ये कैंप होगा तुम भी जरूर ज्वाइन कर। ओके जी वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
Everyone, but as Sikh, a very simple meaning of the word Sikh, if you Google it, it comes as a learner. It's a simplified version. Yes, it's a learner, but I think a deeper sense for a Sikh is to be a seeker. And I was having that conversation that if you're a seeker, it doesn't matter which faith you belong to and what your path is, but if you are seeking the one universal truth, that one energy which keeps us all alive and keeps every living thing, the nature going, then you are a Sikh in the very true sense of that word. So for us, the premise of Sikhism is around oneness. Our holy scripture, which is our living Guru, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, starts with the digit 1, not with the letter. Ik Omkar. There is only one. So for us, equality, compassion, love, and seeing everyone as equal is our main foundation, and that's what we aspire to be as true Sikhs. I want to quickly also share the 3 pillar stones which were given to us by our Guru, Guru Nanak Dev. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was roughly 550 years back. And those 3 pillar stones are Naam Japna. Naam Japna is meditating and being in remembrance of that one energy 24/7. It's not a part-time act, it's not a ritual. It's being in that love immersed. So it's a very inward spiritual journey. And that's a very important part for every Sikh's life. The second pillar stone is Kirt Karna, which is earning an honest living and through hard work and sincerity. So what's very important as Sikhs, we are encouraged to work within the different communities, within the diverse cultures, have a family, have friends, go to work, and then within your duties, you have to have an inward journey and unite yourself with the oneness. And the third very important element is Vanchakana, which means sharing. People always look at sharing Vanchakana. We say, okay, let's give 1/10 of our earnings, right? That's certainly one aspect of it. But please let me remind everyone, Vanchakana means also your time, your presence, your skills. Yes, your money is an important part, financial contribution. But by you being here, being part of this camp, you are actually, ticking the box of Vanchakana, which actually gives rise to a concept called Seva, which is a very integral part. It's deeply rooted in the Sikh DNA. Seva means selfless service. And I'm again not doing justice by just using the word selfless service because it goes way beyond that. But just to keep it simple, Seva is a very, very important aspect of every Sikh's life and their journey. And that Seva begins from filling your own cup to your loved ones within your family, to your broader community, and also to the rest of the world. So we have a concept called Sarbat Da Pala, which means that we wish well on every human being on this planet, irrespective of where they come from. In fact, it should be implied internally before we talk about the external environment. So Halili Raj for us means being kind, compassionate, loving to ourselves and to the wonderful energy, the soul that we have within us, to connect with that and then to extend it, and because that manifests outside. And then we really need to go out and dedicate our life to the wellness of humanity. So that's a very valid, very relevant theme that we have for this, especially given all the political issues, the geopolitical scenario, the social challenges that we face. There's a lot of division, hatred. You know, there's a lot of, I guess, turmoil and turbulence in the world. So this is very valid for all of us.
For Multiculturalism, Stephen Camper, who is also very, very invested in the contribution that faith communities in New South Wales can make to a deeper understanding of multiculturalism. And I'll have a bit more to say about that in the 5 minutes or so that I've got. I've got to be careful, I tend to speak too long, but I want to make special mention of Sadwant and the whole team of Sikh Youth Australia who have put this together. It's very, very important that we have a manifestation of our spirituality in a practical sense, and that's what I think the camp sets out to achieve, and I'm sure we'll achieve over the next week or so. So congratulations to Sadwant and the team. They're doing an excellent job. It's all volunteer work, and it's very, very much appreciated by value add for New South Wales. If I could put it in a crude economic term, it's not economics at all. It's about spirituality and becoming a human being. If we're going to take multiculturalism to the next level, so traditionally in Australia, we started out with a very backward white Australia policy. This is the story of the human race, right? We start off as tribes, separated from each other, not really understanding each other. With the modern evolution of the modern world, we become closer, we cross-fertilise ideas, philosophy, spirituality. The white Australia policy was a view that Australia should only be settled by white Northern Europeans, largely. And then that transformed out of economic necessity, really, in the 50s, 60s, to assimilation. In other words, we'll take immigrants for their economic benefit, but they have to assimilate into the dominant, at the time, Anglo-European culture.
The Salvation Army, and what that means is I look after about 14 core churches around Sydney, all from Rouse Hill, Canterbury, Greater West, and along this section here too on Northern Beaches. So I've got a really good relationship with Carlos, who's the manager here. So it's just so exciting to actually be here with you today and to feel the energy in the room that you all bring. Jay was talking about the energy of this space itself, and I think with the energy that you bring and the energy of this space, it's going to be a really exciting, life-transforming time for you here at Coleroy. Just a little bit about the Salvation Army, if you don't have a deep understanding of who we are. The Salvation Army was started in 1865 by a gentleman named William Booth, General William Booth, and along with his wife Catherine, they started the Salvation Army. And often people will say, so what denomination is the Salvation Army? Is it Anglican? Is it Catholic? What is it? It is a denomination of itself, and we've been in Australia working in the community here for over 140 years. And when I was listening to you, Jay, and talking about Sikhism and what it means, there's such a great connection between us about how we serve the community. So it's so wonderful to be here with you today, and I just count it as a privilege. Just want to share a little bit about the Coleroy Centre and what it is. I'm a coffee drinker. Anyone drink coffee? Yeah? Tea? Tea? I thought there'd be a lot more tea drinkers. So there's what is the value of a cup of tea? Well, the value of a cup of tea is why you're sitting in this building today. around 1902, I think it was, a Salvation Army officer at the time went and visited a lady by the name of Elizabeth Jenkins. Her father was a convict that arrived on a ship. He was a thief, but you know, that could have been a loaf of bread. You could get sent to Australia for anything back then, so not a major criminal. But when he was released from prison, he started to work as a shipbuilder and a farmer, and he was granted some land around this area. Now, Elizabeth Jenkins was his only daughter, and when her father died, he left all the land to Elizabeth, along with a bequeath of land from a family friend, and that related to 1,800 acres along the northern beaches area. You can imagine how much that would be worth today. So she was quite an elderly woman and quite sick, and she
24 years. They were from original families who I met. One elder of a family who was founding family, right now to over 200 people here today with us. I too would like to reflect that this camp represents a great opportunity for you all here to come together, celebrate your heritage, mark the relevant celebrations, and a chance to always celebrate your teaching and your messaging, your messages whilst living that practice. And I missed the term earlier, but essentially living the ideals of honesty and compassion, humility and generosity in everyday life. And that's something I think all of humanity can aspire to. I was invited here to speak to you on behalf of Multicultural New South Wales, and particularly the CEO, Mr. Joseph Laposta, who I know a lot of you do know. Unfortunately couldn't be here with us today, but he definitely asked me to send his best regards and wish you a wonderful experience at this camp. So today I want to share a message that transcends the ordinary, a lesson that has power not only to shape your individual journey, but to shape the world and the very fabric of the world we live in.
Room 5, you all sleeping there, so we know where you are. Males 14 to 17, cabin room 5, common room. And finally, we are welcoming a new facilitator, Dr. Sadra, who's an internationally renowned psychologist, and she'll be talking about what do Gurbani and modern science teach us about the drivers of personal development. How can Sikh young boys and girls use their values to navigate relationships, society, social media, anxiety, and addiction. This will be an incredibly insightful and engaging program. These are only for 1 hour. You'll still have some spare time afterwards. But 18 and above, compulsory session in seminar 2. Understood? Any issues, concerns? Boys in the back, you just...
Hi, my name is Mark Buttigieg. I'm the Parliamentary Secretary for Multiculturalism. A great honour to be opening Sikh Youth Australia Summer Camp, a very, very important initiative which connects the spirituality of Sikhism with practical day-to-day life and doing good for the community and others.
Wonderful opportunity to be here representing the Salvation Army and to welcome the Sikh community to Coleroy. It's so wonderful to have you here, and we just pray that it's such a beneficial, transformational time for you. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, I'm Michael Sofrenic. I am from Multicultural New South Wales, the Associate Director of Community Engagement. I'm so grateful that I got invited and a part of the Sikh Youth Australia summer camp, the 24th summer camp. It's such a wonderful experience for young people, an opportunity for them to not only connect with their faith, but also to learn from each other and learn from the generations that come.
Sat Shri Akal Ji, my name is Kabir and I'm attending this year's 2024 Summer SYA Camp. I've been attending for a countless number of years and I'm so excited to meet all these great new people. We've learned so much already and I'm so keen to learn some more. Thank you.
Myself Jumor Singh, Sikh camp, Sikh youth camp attend ਕੀਤਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਅਮੇਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਰਗੀ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਨਿਧਤਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੱਧ ਸਕਦੇ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਇਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਹੁਣ ਮਤਲਬ ਸੈਕੰਡ ਕੈਂਪ ਹੈਗਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਵੀ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਐਡਲਟਸ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਸੈਸ਼ਨਸ ਵੀ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਆ ਮਤਲਬ ਮੈਂ ਇਹੀ ਕਹੂੰਗਾ ਨਾ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਕੈਂਪ ਹੋਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਣੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਓ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ
Beautiful technique. Okay.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਥ ਤੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਤੇ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਮਾਈ ਫਰਸਟ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਵਿਦ SYA ਆਈਵ ਕਮ ਹੇਅਰ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਫੈਸਿਲੀਟੇਟਰ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਵੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਟੀਨੇਜ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਅਮੇਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ SYA ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੈਂਪ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ 'ਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਸਿਖਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਲਿਆ ਪੰਚਮ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਹਰਜੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਹਰਜੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਜਿਸ ਤੋਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਸੰਗਤ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਪੰਚਮ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹਰਜੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਹਰਜੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਇੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੈਟਰ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ So I'm genuinely looking forward to another 2 or 3 days of really having these interesting sessions and talking to really interesting people. Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me at SYA. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਅਪਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੰਗਾਪੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਿਸ਼ਨਰੀ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਪਿਛਲੇ 3-4 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿਡਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਯੂਥ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਵੱਲੋਂ 24ਵਾਂ ਕੈਂਪ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਭਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਆਇਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਆ ਸਾਈਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫੈਸਿਲੀਟੇਟਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗਿਆਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਧਾ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਡਿਮੈਂਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗਹਿਰਾਈ 'ਚ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਬੱਚੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੜੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਭਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਟਸ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਅ ਵੰਡਰਫੁਲ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਹੋਪ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲੇਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੁਣ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
Thank you to Salvation Army and Multicultural New South Wales for wonderful support they've given us. We really appreciate it.
Us Hi, I'm Tia. I'm the founder of an organization called Empowered BWB. It's a community organization that promotes businesses, among other things. And I would like to say that if any of you are building a house, if you like to construct a custom house, please approach Mr. Jatinder Singh from
JB Prime Homes.
I would highly recommend him. Thank you.